Welcome back to our channel, Soap Family. Now, let's talk about the week of August 10th through the 14th. The brand new Days of Our Lives weekly promo just dropped and my jaw literally hit the floor. Can you believe it? John Oliver is officially making his debut in Salem. Yes, you heard me right. The video promo explicitly shows John Oliver's brand new character arriving in town, and his very first stop is a face-to-face meeting with none other than Mayor Paulina Price. But here's the kicker, you guys. The spoilers confirm that his mysterious new role is going to drag him directly into the massive, chaotic downfall of EJ DiMera. Let's break this down scene by scene, because the implications are just staggering. In the promo, we see John Oliver's character walking into the mayor's office, looking sharp, confident, and completely unbothered by the usual Salem drama. He extends a hand to Paulina, and she gives him that classic sizing him up Paulina glare. Now, a lot of fans think this is just a standard political meet and greet, but I actually think it is something way more sinister and calculated. Think about Paulina's current psychological state. She is drowning in trauma right now. Her daughter Chanel is battling aggressive breast cancer and is suddenly going into premature labor. On top of that, her husband Abe is completely shattered over the impending death of Lexie Carver. Paulina is a desperate, furious mama bear right now. Back in the day, Paulina's husband Abe ran the police force strictly by the book. But Paulina is not afraid to bend the rules if it means protecting her family. And remember, Paulina literally begged EJ for his miracle drug to save Chanel, and EJ coldly shut her down. So, if John Oliver's character is in town to take down EJ DiMera, Paulina is going to hand him the keys to the city. But who exactly is John Oliver playing? The show is keeping his actual name and occupation tightly under wraps, but if we look at the internal logic of the show, the clues are all there. We know from earlier summer spoilers that the FBI is heavily involved in the Alemania hostage situation with Dimitri, Leo, and Gwen. There was a specific mention of an FBI guy who wants to use information from Dimitri to build a federal case against EJ. Is John Oliver playing this high-powered FBI director? That's crazy, right? But it makes perfect sense. EJ has been running illegal drug rings, covering up the Coracil poisonings, and hiding a dying Lexie Carver in the DiMera tunnels. I strongly believe John Oliver is the federal hammer coming down to smash EJ's empire to pieces. And honestly, it is about time. I have been passionately hating on EJ's arrogance for months now. He is completely out of control. Let's compare EJ to his father for a second, because the historical callbacks here are vital. Stefano DiMera was a grandmaster at the game of life. When Stefano committed a crime, he had 10 layers of fall guys, bribed judges, and secret escape routes. Stefano played chess. EJ, on the other hand, is playing checkers, and he is losing terribly. EJ's ego is his fatal flaw. He actually thought he could hide Lexie Carver in a secret tunnel room and just get away with it. He actually thought he could plant drugs in Holly Jonas's bag and not face the wrath of the entire town. EJ lacks Stefano's calculated patience. He reacts purely on emotion and arrogance. And you won't believe what happens next if my theory holds true. Imagine John Oliver's character teaming up with Cat Green. Cat has been playing this incredibly dangerous game of cat and mouse with EJ, using their shared history in the Italian rehab facility to get close to him. She has been pushing him for answers, risking her own life. If John Oliver is her handler or a federal prosecutor stepping in to take over the case. EJ is completely trapped. I think this move to bring in a major new player is brilliant because it elevates the stakes. We are so used to seeing Rafe Hernandez try to arrest EJ, only for EJ to smirk and call his high-priced lawyers. But you bring in a federal heavyweight? That changes the entire dynamic. EJ's usual tricks won't work on this guy. Let's pivot and look at this from another angle, because a lot of fans are debating an alternative theory. Some viewers think John Oliver isn't law enforcement at all. Some think he is a corporate raider or a ruthless fixer hired by the DiMera board to oust EJ. And I have to admit, that theory has legs too. DiMera Enterprises is bleeding right now. Gabi Hernandez just used her new inheritance to bail out Titan, directly attacking DiMera. Tony DiMera has been changing corporate plans left and right, causing chaos. Johnny is completely distracted by Chanel's medical crisis and is suffocating under the guilt of keeping EJ's secrets. If John Oliver is a corporate shark, his meeting with Mayor Paulina Price could be about securing city contracts right out from under EJ's nose. Let's throw another wild card into this mix, because we absolutely cannot ignore Kristen DiMera's role in this impending disaster. We all know Kristen recently escaped that shipping container. EJ locked her in, and she is currently roaming around Salem wearing a terrifying disguise of their mother, Susan Banks. The psychological warfare Kristen is waging is top-tier soap opera gold. But what if Kristen's revenge plot goes beyond just whispering poison into Rachel Black's ear? What if Kristen is the one who anonymously tipped off John Oliver's character? Think about it. Kristen is petty, she is vindictive, and she has global connections. It would be the ultimate plot twist if it is revealed that Kristen funded John Oliver's arrival in Salem just to watch EJ squirm. Imagine the absolute horror on EJ's face if he finds out his own sister orchestrated a federal raid on his house. It's poetic justice! We also have to connect this to the most heartbreaking storyline on the canvas right now: the tragic, impending death of Lexie Carver. The spoilers for August 10 to 14 confirm that Theo and Chad are going to bust into that secret DiMera tunnel room and find Lexie fading fast. EJ hid her there. He treated a beloved Salem icon like a failed science experiment just to protect his own corporate interests. The fallout from this discovery is going to be nuclear. When the town finds out what EJ did, he won't just be facing legal trouble, he will be facing a mob. John Oliver's character is arriving at the exact moment EJ's darkest, most unforgivable secret is dragged into the light. EJ is looking at life in Statesville, and honestly, I will be the first one cheering when they lock his cell door. A lot of fans are worried that EJ will somehow wriggle his way out of this, just like he always does. People are saying that EJ will just blackmail the judge or throw Dr. Rolfe under the bus. But I actually think the exact opposite is going to happen. EJ is going to lose everything. The writers have backed him into a corner that he simply cannot scheme his way out of. With John Oliver's character acting as the executioner of EJ's empire, Paulina providing the political cover, and Chad and Theo exposing the moral atrocities in the tunnels, EJ is entirely isolated. This isn't just a temporary setback for EJ. This is the end of an era. So, what do you guys think?
Is John Oliver playing a heroic FBI agent sent to save Salem, or is he a ruthless corporate villain who is just using EJ's downfall to line his own pockets?
Do you think Paulina will cross the line to get her revenge for Chanel? Drop your wildest theories in the comments below, because I need to talk about this with people who understand the deep, crazy lore of this show. Salem is about to explode, and we are going to cover every single second of it. See you next time.